What's up YouTube, welcome to the video. So this video is about getting all of the data from Firebase database into our HTML table, and this video is for the Firebase version 9 libraries. So this is the data that I'm trying to get into my table. So all of these students data. Now for starters, I will create a table. So a table, inside that a heading section, all of my headers will come here. The table will also have a T body which will carry all of my record, and it will have an ID of T body 1, and this table will be inside a div. Now I will create some functions that will add records to my table. So there will be a function named as add item to the table, and it will take 4 arguments: name, roll number, section and gender. Then it will create a table row. So JavaScript can create HTML element dynamically. So document dot create element T row. Then we will add cells to this row. So let TD, cells are called TD, TD1, and create a TD. Then TD1 dot inner HTML will have the serial number, and I have to create a variable for that. So var student number equals to 0, and another variable for getting the T body, because we will add our complete row to our T body. So plus student number. Then to complete the row, I need to add the name, then of course I have to add all of these table cells to my table row. So T row dot append child and add the TD1. So I will add all the cells to my row. Then one complete record would be there in my T row. So I will add the T row to my T body. So this is the function for adding one record to the table. Then I will also create another function for adding all items to the table. It will take the student array, make the std number 0, so we don't have any duplicate records if we update the table again and again. So inner HTML should also become empty. Then I will add a for each loop that will take this array and add item to the table. So from this array I will get name of the student, so these names should exactly be the same as the field names over here. So this function is also complete. Now we can, so currently our table will look like this. So to make it beautiful, I would need the help of Bootstrap. So I will go with the Bootstrap 4.4. Introduction. I need to copy this link and paste it in my head. Now I can use the Bootstrap library. So I will write some Bootstrap classes which are table, and inside my div I will say class container. It will bring the table to the center and empty 3, so margin top 3. Now if I refresh my table, it will look like this. We can also add a class table dark if you just like everything dark like me. So now our table looks like this. Now we can start adding the functions to get our data from the Firebase. This should be tr. So the tr tag means the table raw. So let us create the function to get all data once. So inside this I need to get a db reference, and for that I will use the function reference. Inside this I will give my db object as reference, and then I will use the get function, and inside that child function, and then I will provide the db reference with my folder's name, which is students list in my case. So students list dot then, so the then promise, and inside this an arrow function which will take snapshot as argument, and inside this promise I will create an array students, then a for each loop which will take the snapshot, and inside this for each loop each of the child snapshot will possess a record of a student. So dot push child snapshot dot val function. So after all of the records are added from snapshot to my students array, I can fetch them out into the table by using add all items to the table and pass the students array. So it will take care of the rest. Now I can assign this function to the window.onload event. Now I also need to add the configuration of the Firebase to use all of these get and child functions. So coming to the project settings, in the CDN I have all of these configuration. And for this configuration to work, I need to define my script as module. I need to import some more functions that I used. So I need all of these functions plus the get database function which readies my database with the provided configuration. So now I can test this out. So my data is here. I will create another function for getting the data real time. So getting the data real time. For that, I will pass the folder's name into my reference, and I cannot use the get function. Instead of that, I will use the on value function, and inside that I need to pass the db reference, and the second argument would be an arrow function with snapshot as the argument, and inside this all of the code will remain the same. So we are fetching this snapshot object, which will become an array after getting all the records and all bunch of stuff. So we are fetching it for the child snapshot, which will carry the record of one student that we are fetching from this dot val function and putting it inside the students array. So this student will hold all the students records, and then all the records would be added to the table. So let's get the data real time. The difference is that there are 15 records. So if I add a new record, there are 15 records here. I add a new record. So the list gets auto updated with the new record. So this is all for the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. See you next time.